Hello and welcome to teamfortress.tv. Quite a delay there, and I'm not just talking about since the last time I casted, but this is Admirable. I got Beater with me and John on the camera. We were hoping to go live about half an hour ago, but there seemed to be a few delays. So we're only in the semi-finals right now of the Gaming Grids TF2 Frag Fest EU edition. By our count, it's about the 11th one of these since people started taking notice. But there are 100 American dollars on the line here, Beater. 75 for first and 25 for second. Is that enough to excite these nerds?
You should hope so. I actually think this is one of the best ways to make money in TF2. Like, just that there's ever been. Because it's 2 times every week, and there's like $75 or $100 for the winner every time. If you just win every time, you'll end up having gained the most prize money in TF2 history in like no time, right?
Yeah,
it's that easy.
I've been kind of following them from afar over the summer. I wasn't doing any casting at all, but you know, I've always got my finger on the pulse of TF2, and the sign-ups were a little mixed, but it seems today they actually managed to fill the cup. They got 16 teams and some decent teams here as well. A lot of those high top teams and a couple of Prem mixes as well. TLR are here, but they're without Warher. Yeah, they've got. Or it's actually, without, I don't know who's missing here, but Kadis is in playing Demoman, and War seems to be playing Sniper at the minute. Let's figure this out. Who is the TLR player is not here? We've got Ams, Serotonin.
Well, Alpha is obviously missing, right? Because America. And Shadowburn is not here. So I guess they got Kadis in on Demo and War switched to Soldier. And then they have Rising on Soldier as well, I think, to step in for Shadowburn. And then otherwise it's more or less the TLR roster. I think that's how it works. And we're actually going live.
We are going live. On the other side is going to be a Lutuset. And we see Rake making his reappearance after a long absence from the game. He can surely snipe. But here we go. It's Lutuset in blue, the last resort in red, and they're going in to contest this first mid here of Viaduct 7. We're going to see the big bomb in behind from Zuby's trying to get onto Warher. Yeah, takes that sniper out. And Lutuset actually end up 2 players off the pace here. Only Santi and Rake alive, but there are still... Oh, Santi's in deep, gets Serotonin medic down for now for TLR.
Some suiciders, but this is it. Jose? That's the medic's name? I think so. Yeah, he's just being really, really careful at this moment. Like, Rising is lurking about on cliffside, but he decides to just jump back and get some buffs.
I'm watching the war cam right now, positioned up there on China. He did have sight of Jose, but he's
actually a bomb onto the medic now. Kadis actually gets a pipe.
Serotonin goes down!
Yeah, so it works.
Peace. But look at the time here. There are only 50 seconds left before TLR will be crowned victors here in round 1. Still 2 minutes and 20 seconds on that blue clock. A real mountain to climb here for Lutuset. They do have this huge Uber advantage, but Ams has already scouted forward and he's got the intel. He knows what side they're coming from. And that is going to allow War to reposition himself here. Actually looking the wrong way. He clearly didn't get the memo, but now they're already in. The Uber's been popped off anyway. And Hair P is going to pay for that pot with his life. Wordo's gone in, killed off War. Sniper down right now. That's the big threat. Eliminate it. And Lutuset managed to do well. They didn't get the medic pick, but 3 frags there created a lot of space for themselves. And now they get to sit back as the defenders here. But in fact, they're not going to sit back, Peter. They're up forward. It is the infamous a forward hold.
The scout actually gets through. So that's already crumbling. I don't think this is going to go well for Lutuset, which is bad because they pretty much just have to hold the point until they win. Like, they can't let TLR cap the point at any time. And they've already lost 2 players, and again, War's just sitting back and sniping while the rest of his team is just slowly inching forward. And yeah, Lutuset is out. That's really, really, really worrisome because time is ticking down. It's like 10 seconds. So they have to make this one push count, but they're running into an Uber. If they run in too late, like 8 seconds, he can just Uber onto the point, Serotonin that is, and he just can't let that point be capped. But Ubers are forced. They're basically shooting shiny people at this point, but the time is just ticking down. And this is so bad for Lutuset. There are only 2 players remaining, and they're surely going to go down. Actually, yeah, not a single guy from TLR died, so not a good push.
Yeah, Lutuset knew they were up against it there. They had to try that forward hold, I guess. They wanted to try and buy as much time as possible, but like it didn't. It was a bit of an unorthodox implementation of that forward hold, but it just came down to their demo man not being able to kill that scout with a sticky trap in the first place. But here we go on to round 2, and I am watching Santu put a little buckshot into Cadis, but he's not going to commit across the point. Both teams just standoffish right now. So they set their pieces in place. Warrior, yeah, is going to pick off Santu across the map there from cliff to flank. But as they all move forward here, nobody is looking for Rising. He comes in and manages to get a 2K there, kills off Sam, and then quickly turns his attention onto Jose. Only Zub remains alive right now, and he is
actually
currently
takes down the medic.
What?
Zub being a hero, he got behind and killed the medic. But I actually think it was a 4K from Big Rising. It's been a while since we've seen him, but he's still good. I'm pretty sure that was a 4K. So good job.
Yeah, Rising playing here as a big fan of you, Happy. Everyone's a big fan of Happy, right?
Yes, I am.
On middle already cutting down the aggressive players here from Lutuset. Killed off Wurdu. Now Cadis is going to out Santu to run into Sticky Trap. Quick right click sends into the spawn queue. But Rake is going to run in and take a 1v1 with Herp, showing that he still has it after these months away from TF2. But TLR with the man advantage here and now the spawn advantage, having briefly given control of the point, are going to move forward and look to crush Lutuset.
Wow. Finish him off with an SMG. And they managed to recap point pretty easily here. Lutuset did a pretty good job of putting time on the point, but eventually they just lost many people. And TLR could recap pretty easily. Still some stuff going on. I don't think it's too consequential. But even Uber's pretty much... Lieutenant has like the tiniest of Uber advantages. They're not going to be able to like push on it, I don't think. But it's still even Uber, so they can just go in right away without doing a suicide push. Or wave. Or whatever you want to call it. Let's see which way they go. Looks like they're electing to go cliffside to just dodge the sniper sight lines. But they're being really careful. Let's see.
Or is poised, he's going to get the headshot onto the demo, a fully charged dome shot there, Salmon going down, and then Jose pops off the charge, and this is looking like a pretty scrappy Uber here from Lutuset. Zub is trying to jump around, he launches himself off the wall there, gets the foresight, and his teammates are in a position to retreat here. Wurdo and Jose getting slightly separated, but as the Ubers fade here, it's going to be probably equal in terms of the player count here, but that spawn advantage is going to be coming up a little bit faster here.
Amos is jumping in aggressively onto the demo. He actually doesn't manage to take him down. He got piped, plus the scout came over to help the demo.
That is sloppy.
Yeah, Amos a little bit.
This is what they need, man. This is the opening they need. They've got that one-man advantage now. They can go. They should just commit here. Don't wait for your charge. They're going to send Zub in really early though, and now only just starting to follow up here. Zub is doing so much work for his team here with this distraction. Herp is eventually going to just manhandle him there in the house. But if Lutuset had just pushed forward quickly and used that distraction, they could have found a lot more frags. But now it's turned into a really scrappy 3-on-2, trying to throw bodies into Jose here, and they do actually get the foresight. Amsa's going to jump behind. He's going to steal that kit on the left, and they've just forgotten about Warrior for a second there, and he is going to get another frag there as he guns down Rake. Lutuset do have control of the point. They've managed to work some time down, but they're still way behind again, Peter.
Yeah, it was a really good push, like all thanks to Soup pretty much, who got behind. And now they're trying to jump through behind again. Soup is behind them actually, still, but he's like fighting a scout. I don't think he's going to be able to do too much. Actually, he's on to War. Eventually gets taken down, but again, he's causing a lot of distractions, and his team is just not able to follow up on it right now. So, I don't know exactly what they can do, but they're still trying to push in. Ubers are completely even, none of the teams have it yet. And like they're just kind of peeking, which is very dangerous when you're playing against a sniper. You want to push in aggressively when you're facing that sniper, and they're not doing it. And there goes the first casualty to War's sniper rifle. And more to follow, only 2 up alive. That's Salmon and Jose. And they Uber on the point. And unless these spawns come in really fast, they're going to be in big trouble. And there's only 3 seconds, so they can't even really run. Jose does decide to run, and they actually let him run. They don't care. But War just
still
picks up
time.
some more token.
Santu's jumping
shots.
onto the point. He wants to keep the dream alive. He's going to. He gets the pick onto the demo man. But there is Rising just walking in and eliminating him. Wurdu's going to get the med pick, but he's not on the point. And the cap time decays, and the last resort are going to make it 2-0, to be expected, I think. But the game has definitely been exciting, interesting, scrappy.
Action has happened. War has headshot people. I'm having fun. And we're on to another mid. Let's see if Lutuset pick it up. They actually take down War instantly. That's Rake on the sniper rifle. AMS jumps in aggressively. He does take down the medic and then gets avenged upon. But let's see. So neither team in a very good position right now. And Lutuset jumps in super aggressively. They need to pick up people now. Kid is with a nice little pipe there to take down Soup. But this is super scrappy. There's two people on the point. There's a sniper on the point trying to cap it. This is being rushed by a scout who has 30 HP. So this is just so scrappy. But I think eventually TLR will be able to take the point. Still haven't capped it, but that just means they get better spawns. So this is all good for TLR. Cool mid though. Very fun.
Yeah, Lutuset kind of forgetting the fact that they work on that sniper there. Like, they don't need to chase the frags. It's probably more of a detriment to them if they try and chase when they have that sniper. It's effectively a man in that situation. If they just sit back, it might have worked out better for them. But now we're going to see just the big dry pushes coming in. Players flying through the air for Lutuset here. Zub's killed off Warrior. But the rest of TLR are just shoring the defenses here on the cliff side. They've managed to kill off the threats. Here comes Wurdu though again, but he's whiffs his jump, ends up for Cadis. Serotonin is just sitting up there on cliff, safe, trying to pop off a few friendly arrows. Ams is going to push ahead there and kill it off Rick. So the sniper threat down for Lutuset right now, and the TLR must just be sitting here, you know, barely breaking.
That was like the
very
most delayed
right
deaths on a suicide wave I've ever seen. Like, you're supposed to go in and die immediately, but they died so late that they're actually going to delay their push. And time is just ticking down for TLR. And Rake goes down instantly. Her P takes him down, just rushes their sniper. But now Salmon actually jumps to his own death. That's embarrassing. And Warp just takes down another player. And only 3 players remaining. I think the medic is out. Rake is going to defend him. Takes down Cadis, who's way extending. So maybe this will create a small window.
RP coming in, backstabbing a couple of soldiers as well. They're just really hounding them down, not allowing them to be that aggressive threat. Right now, Lutuset trying to come in at a man disadvantage, but they're already catching the early spam there from Cadis. The soldiers as well of TLR combining to put so much hurt on them. They just have to back off here. I think they're lucky to escape with their medic still alive, but they have just been hemorrhaging players since they first pressed W. Now they're getting back on the field with these superior spawn times. They're going to be looking to work their way forward. It looks like they want to go left. They're getting their buffs. They've got a sniper as well though, so a little bit of a slow push maybe?
Maybe. We saw at 55 a lot of people go Pyro when they tried to break this forward hold, but TLR actually just fell back. They weren't really forward holding. So, no need for Pyro.
Look at Cadis. Cadis is the ninja demo man. He's actually in the blue house right now. The Ubers have just been traded here, and Cadis is just biding his time here. He's got numerous targets to go for. We're going to kill off the medic. He's put 2 juicy stick onto Jose. He's looking for some backup, but he just ends up it's Serotonin with the crossbow bolt.
The medic kill.
Stealing Cadis' frags, that is rude. You get the guy to merc for you, then you just ruin his stats like that. Disgusting.
Indeed, and War on a 4 kill streak with his sniper rifle. And I think at this point Cadis is just like goofing around, like just hiding in house like that. It kind of worked, but I think he might be having a bit too much fun at this point. As time is ticking down, Lutuset have 3 seconds to get time on this point. They're trying their best, but this scout is about to get airshot. He actually dodges it, and wow, I think Lutuset might actually get this. AMS is still fighting it though. He really wants to block this. Takes down Rake, and he's on a 7 kill streak and just equalizes the Salmon. Doesn't get him, but
oh dear.
Wow.
2 players staying in an instant there. Zub didn't expect that big charged headshot there from War. He thought he was going to be the guy to clutch it, but no. That opportunity has been denied, and at this stage of the cup, it's just best of 1 here. So with that, TLR will progress to the final. And no cash money here for the Finns this time. Lutuset didn't make it. I'm going to quickly check the bracket here and see what the status of the other game is. We could jump to that. There was a little bit of a delay on the other side of the bracket, guys, so I'm just curious to see. Yeah, and the other side is Masterminds, which is the Portuguese team, I believe, with Kyler, etc., against Masters of Sausage, that mixed team featuring great players such as Thalash. They've actually got a few better mercs this time, I believe.
They had
it's
like
in
a
their
true
team,
mixed team this time around. It's not just like a mix of teams. It's just a mixed team, I'd say. See, it's Silentus, Buttnose, Josh, Rib, Thalash, and Silverstai. So I don't even know what to call that team. I guess Masters of Sausage is a good name.
Not to be confused. See, there was a previous iteration of Masters of Sausage that won one of these cups. They actually beat TLR, I think, whenever TLR were playing with the full roster. It was a mixed team,
like
some reason, guys.
It was a mix of Nerd Rage and Reason, I believe. So it was like two really good teams, like 3 players from each, maybe one random other merc, or whatever you'd call it. So that was like a legitimately good team.
I'm going to put the info for that game in Mumble. We're just going to jump into it. Who's with me?
Sure.
I said, who's with me?
I'm with you. Relax.
Yeah. Relax. Get hyped.
That's
okay.
I don't do hype.
Server is full, it says. I'm disgusted.
Well, I'm in.
Alright, let me try that again.
And they haven't even readied up, so it's super delayed.
Okay.
So you're not even missing anything.
So we're going to have a long night of cup action.
Yeah, I can dig it. It's cool with me.
I'm gonna have to take a break here, guys, and ask my mum if I can stay up late. I'll let you know if we can cast the grand final or just the semi-finals. John, are you with us?
You might have to go for dinner at some point.
Oh, I'm well fed. So yeah, the other side of the bracket was quite delayed, and since Lutuset couldn't put up much of a fight against the Last Resort, yeah, called out there. We will be able to jump right into the other semi-final as well. What a blessing. What good fortune for us here, Peter.
Indeed. How much do you think this is... these teams will be an indicator of what we'll see next season? You know, because I-55 just ended, and usually after I-55, everybody folds and makes new teams. And you never know, like, who's going to be in what and what teams are going to combine and all that good stuff. So, like, will we see Masters of Sausage? Could that be, like, players sort of feeling each other out, see if they enjoy playing with each other, and then maybe make a team?
Yeah, man, I think absolutely. I don't expect to see Masters of Sausage in the Prem, but what you're saying about players feeling each other out, that is exactly what happens after every big international tournament. Well, basically after every season, you know. People will go inactive for a couple of weeks, months, whatever, depending on when the next season begins. And then there's always that huge surge in activity right before the start of the season. And you see everybody playing pickups. And now we're blessed to have these regular cups as well. Like, it's that extra level of seriousness. It's not just a pickup or asking someone to merc for you in a PCW. It's an actual chance to test yourself in a proper competition. So, like, there's never been a better time to get into serious competition, competitive TF2 sixes, of course. Sixes master race, right, John? Yes, I love 6v6. Highlander sucks. You said it, buddy.
Best game mode.
Oh, John doesn't enjoy our Highlander banter. I should take this moment to promote the fact that Deutschland have just had a big news post there on etftl.org. That is going to be the first true Highlander land coming up in 2 weeks' time? 2 weekends away, I think.
It was the 11th, if I remember John's exact words.
Not this weekend, but the next one.
Exactly. That's going to be pretty exciting. I don't know. I don't follow the Highland scene that much, but it should be pretty cool to see what kind of show they're able to put on, because we sort of know what the Sixes crew is capable of. But I personally don't know too much about Highlander and their production value and what teams are good and what players are amazing and all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to sort of experiencing that in a LAN setting. You know, that should be fun, I hope, unless Highlander's just me. We'll find out, right?
Yeah, man, I've been really impressed actually by the event organizers. Like, they seem way more organized than the I-55 stuff. I mean, I'm talking like months ago when they were doing their fundraisers. Like, they had maybe 5 or 6 show matches. They had their fundraiser completed all well in time. They managed to beat their stretch goals, etc. They were kind of putting the Sixes guys to shame for a while there, but they came back strong. You know, I-55 was a huge success. I think largely because I wasn't involved, and right now I think Deutschland is in a perfect position to capitalize on that. They seem to have all the pieces in place. There's a lot of hype surrounding TF2. We're trying to do our bit here today, but you're just, you know, keep the hype train rolling.
Indeed, and I actually. Like, Highlander has a huge audience, I actually think, or at least there's a lot of people playing it. Mm-hmm. So if all the people playing it actually just tune in, then it should just get massive view numbers, right? Because that's the game mode people who play and care about and know about. So maybe, I don't know if it's going to surpass I-55 viewer numbers, but I wouldn't even be surprised. Like, just because Highlander has more people involved. Do you think they might go that huge?
I want to believe, Peter, you know. But I think traditionally, 6v6 has had the higher viewer numbers than Highlander. Just being real, man. Don't shoot the Highlander scene. This is your chance to prove it, but we are going live here for the second semi-final. It is Masterminds, aka the Portuguesers, going up against this mixed team, Master of Sausage. Would you rather be a Mastermind or a Master of Sausage, Peter?
I'd go for Master of Sausage. That's a huge power. Actually, Calho goes down instantly to Silentis with a nice double air shot, or just a single air shot. Gets a quick kill soon after, and this is looking really bad for him on the Masterminds. The spaceman, who is that? Gets a equalizer kill. Who's the spaceman? Is that Josh?
I do not have him on my friends list, but I think it might be Josh. I saw him on the roster when I checked it out earlier. Unfortunately, we're not blessed with the Iron Fist of the ETF2L Premiership nickname enforcement here in this competition, but that was a clean sweep there on mid for Masters of Sausage. They managed to kill 6
Kyle
and lose.
Buffon is in on the sniper. Almost gets him. Almost gets him. I think it's just it's a big suicide wave, and the Uber does get forced. So good job there. People are trying to get out. The demo man almost made it, didn't quite make it. Not a big deal. Lemon Juice is just back in spawn building with his medic, so they should be able to go in with a full Uber advantage in a little bit. So a good, nice, clean pot there, and almost escape. So let's see.
I think they have the information as well. Like, they know Flash is sniping. They can be aware of that threat. They actually see him on the left there, so they've kind of pushed out a little bit earlier. They don't quite have their charge. They're being kind of hesitant. They're taking a lot of damage here, but they've actually lost 2 players there. Escadote, Lemjus and Kyler are actually all going down. Only Josh dead for Masters of Sausage. They're in deep though. Calio's going to get the pick onto Buttnose.
He's so aggressive. And Silentis is trying to kill his medic with all his might. He eventually gets him, even though he tries to throw really hard. And let's see, Sebastai is trying to fight 3 players. He overextends and gets killed. And some time on the point now for our Masterminds from Portugal. Actually caps the point. Only Rip forward, contesting the point, eventually gets some support from his team. But I don't know, they're not really getting time on the point, and they're taking a lot of damage, so this might not end well for them.
That is Celentes playing as Nye going down there. The Uber has been popped off though. Buttnose and Rib trying to push back the blue hordes here, but they haven't done much. Josh kills Kylo there, but we're going to see Masterminds working their way forward. Gallo with the big slam dunk onto Rib there. Pogo's on his head with that rocket launcher. Demo man down, but it's looking very scrappy right now. Sid is trying to hook up with Seth here. 1 HP catches the arrow, that life-saving arrow. Now they've got Kylo here. Kylo with the buff ready to go forward. The Lash trying to deny him with the body shot, but he's about to get charged down. He needs to go huge. Sid is looking to isolate. Buttnose kills off his medic there. Falash, what were you doing, man? protect Botnose.
It was just the medic and the sniper against an entire team. That's such a sad situation to be in. Rip takes down it gets taken down by Sid's nice pipe there, and some pressure coming on to Seth, the Portuguese medic, and he eventually goes down to Josh, or at least the person who we think is Josh. And it's actually 4 against 4 now. No, it's still up, but that just means more combat classes for the Portuguese people. The last tries to equalize some things, but he eventually. Oh, he gets another pick. And it looks like through Falas sniping, they're what's it called, Masters of Swords, are eventually going to get the advantage and recap the point.
John is telling us on Mumble, the Spaceman is either an alt account or a guy called Spaceman on ETF2L.
I believe it's Josh.
Josh is offline on Steam. Permzilla,
yeah, he was called Out of the Way Nobleman, which is earlier. But then he changed his name to the Spaceman. And I know Josh's username, Out of the Way Nobleman. So I'm going with it. This is Josh.
Beer has spoken, guys.
Sick detective work.
The Super Sleuth Mastermind to push forward here with a little bit of a dry push there. They managed to take the point. They've lost Calio, and they're going to lose Escadote as well. They currently do have an Uber advantage though, but they are very reluctant to stay forward. Oh, nice denial there onto the Salentes by a lemon juice, a lubricant. The Spaceman's bombing in though, coming in for an orbital attack. Zebasai is coming in behind Seth. Seth pops off the charge just in time to save himself. Zebasai is trying to give lemon juice the slip here, but Calio is going to come in and steal that.
Botnose is being chased by a demo. He's doing a pretty good job juking him. Actually gets saved by Rip, but now he gets bombed by a soldier. Surfs away though. Great movement from Botnose, but there's 5 players chasing him. So even though Botnose did a great job, he eventually goes down, and only 2 people remaining for Masters of Sausage. And they're gonna look to do a suicide push, I think. Like maybe they could do a dry push, or they could do a suicide wave. They should almost definitely do a dry push, actually, looking at the time. And here it comes. There's a soldier on left side holding the position. That's just pretty normal in that little cubby area house. And let's see. No kills so far, but they're putting time on the point. And they need to work pretty quickly because Seth is closing in on that Uber. He's on 80%. And let's see. They can't just recap, actually. Yeah, this is looking really, really dangerous for Masters of Sausage. Sid is pushing in with the Uber now. And Botnose is in big trouble. He has 30 HP, being chased down by a soldier.
Oh, I thought Seth was going to throw the game there. He was Ubering his scout who was capping. The point almost timed out in decay there, but wow. The Portuguese have done it. They've claimed first blood here on Viaduct Pro 7.
Yeah, I don't believe
that. Big upset on the cards here. $100 on the line. Whoever loses this won't even get a chance to play for that in the grand final. But this is a best of 1 here on Viaduct. Zebasai and Thalash both trying to rush forward on the right hand side. On the red perspective, the Spaceman jumps in behind. He's going to take down Sid with 2 rockets. Calo's going down as well. A lot of damage missing from the Mastermind's side. The Spaceman's coming in, manages to catch Seth there. Totally isolates him from his scouts who just left him for dead there. Hung him out to dry. And another mulling on middle there from Masters of Sausage. But that didn't work out well for them last time across the full round.
Yeah, they're just playing the long con, I guess. Just lose mid and then eventually win. But a very strong bomb in there from Josh. Took down the demo instantly. And then his team just managed to go forward. Actually, Sebasai sneaks behind and takes down Sid. And Josh takes down Escadote. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sure I'm not. But actually, oh my god, Calho jumps in and drops Botnose. I'm pretty sure you can actually pick up your mediguns in this. I don't think it's banned. So if so whoever pushes mid now and gets in there can pick it up with the medigun. And the last runs in and kills off Seth. He was right next to spawn though, so he can just pick up that medigun. Do you know if it's legal or not?
It is, yeah. I believe it is. This is the test bed right here for that subtle change we got in the gunmetal update. I can't even see if anyone's picked it up. Seth is looking around for it. I think the guns have faded. I can't even see them right now, but the action has continued nevertheless. And Botnose is dead again. If Seth can stay alive,
gets him.
Oh wow! Medics are just worth nothing right now. their lives have been seriously devalued here by this hectic play. We're gonna see Sid, the Portuguese demo man, jumping in there high, trying to rain down stickies, but doesn't get anything done. But the fact that they're in control of that control point, they're gonna have those faster spawns. So he's back on the field just as I say this, and we're just looking for an opening here, I believe. Masterminds trying to find the angle. They see Silenti's up on their own little cliffside there, spamming them with rockets. But looking at the team health here, the buffs slightly favour Masters of Sausage. It would be wise for Masterminds to just chill here and try and get some buffs, some health up. But again, they're going to lose another player, and that's just more time ticking up their clock.
It looks like they want to make things happen before Ubers come into play, but like Botnos is on 90%. So that's going to be very, very difficult. And they have sort of backed off, and as I say that, they run in. So I'm pretty confused at this point. I don't know if it's an advanced suicide run or something, but Botnos actually milked Uber really well. He got bombed. He was down to 30 HP. And like Seth needs to get out alive, and it looks like he will. So I guess that was just an elaborate suicide wave, where they just put their medic in there in the line of fire and just counted on him being able to get out. So pretty well played, I guess, but Ubers are now even as Masterminds push in. Actually on the right side here, Ubers are popped. They haven't found Botnos yet. Finally finds him and pops him. But Botnos with a much better Uber, I think. And yeah, Masterminds are just on their own side at this point. It's going to be very difficult for them to make anything happen.
We have a two-man advantage here, but they really need to push hard. Someone has to pressure Zebasai, because if they just continue to fight around the point, eventually Zeba's going to hit something. There we see it. Lead implant for Calho. Sid's trying to push on the right-hand flank there, but again shut down by Zebasai. Meanwhile, the Portuguese scouts were trying to work that left-hand side. Kyler goes behind whilst he watches a lemon juice lubricant just be sprayed all over the point. But it seems like just a solid play here from Masters of Sausage, all grouping up around Botnos, really blobbing there after they killed off the demo man, was enough to ensure victory on the second round. But have I jinxed it? There's only 3 players up, and 5 coming forward here for Masterminds. They might be able to reclaim this point before overtime expires. It looks like
they're going to get the point.
Sure.
Actually, the Uber comes in. If they can get on the point and block it, they don't, but they just need to recap it to win. But the counter Uber has come in for Seth and Masterminds. He's Ubering Calvo, who's a very, very good soldier. But let's see, there's a soldier behind. They're trying to pick him off, but he's doing a lot of distracting. Let's see, he actually just bombs in onto a scout and a soldier and doesn't get much done. It's a little bit poor timing. But, I don't know. Masters of Sausage, they still have 2 minutes to make a good push happen. And they're pushing in on the right side through the copy area and putting time on the point now. And they've already got 2 picks onto Masterminds. Seth desperately trying to get Uber sauce. Can't quite be the hero that they needed.
I feel like that was Masterminds round right there. Like, they did a great job. Just their sort of management of the control point right there at the end. Like, they only capped it a little bit to keep it in the sort of overtime state, and they ran forward and got some big frags, then ran back and capped. But they just let them all get in for free there from Cubby, as you said. But we're just going to be 1-1 here, so we're going into the 3rd round here on Viaduct. Skip jump from the Spaceman, aka Josh, as he goes far behind there onto the cliff. Kalu has no luck, denied by Silenti's on cliff. Zebasai with the headshot onto Seth, take a medic out. And now it's just time to scramble here for Masterminds. They need to find some frags here and deny their opponents from taking that early cap.
With a big pipe manages to escape. Takes down Josh, sits him down. But let's see. Actually, only 3 up for Nerd Race. One of them is a sniper. Snipers are notoriously bad at holding anything. Let's see. Rip actually with a nice pipe and a nice sticky onto the Mastermind's medic, and now the Ubers have come in. So it looks like they actually managed to hold off here.
I cannot believe Rib survived that.
They still haven't capped the point.
That was absolutely badass from Rib. He just surfed around on his own pipe there, managed to meet up with his medic again and get Ubered and get saved. Unbelievable. I wish I could play Demo Man Beer.
Yeah, it's a class I'd love to be good at because it looks so cool. But somehow I'm bad at stickies. I don't know how it's even possible, but I am. People are trying to bomb in onto the Mastermind's medic. Oh, Escadorza with a huge air shot onto a soldier. That was Josh. He actually managed to surf out, but he got owned pretty much. As Zebasai is still just doing work, taking down the medic and the demo in quick succession. And Escadorza, the roamer, why not? And that's pretty much gonna have 4 kill onto Calho. There's just a scout remaining now. Can Sebasai get him too? Please. Ream's ruined. But yeah, Sebasai going absolutely huge on that push, getting quick succession.
That was sick to watch. I mean, you really do have to be quite, or at least one of your players needs to be single-minded about dealing with that sniper or pressuring him, but it seems like nobody on Masterminds was taking that responsibility now, having been punished so hard. We see Calho going straight behind on the left. He's looking to flank here to Zebo, but Zebo's just danced up onto the corrugated iron fence there, and Domes Sid.
Both soldiers putting on so much pressure, holy crap. That's really nice.
Look at Lemon just lubricant. He's just hiding in the sort of corner of house here. Tyler's already gone in and got a force himself. Lemon just trades with Josh there, this spaceman. But they did manage to get that Uber force, that was their goal, but Seth hasn't been building it all this whole time, so there's no real advantage, but perhaps Masters of Sausage will be unaware of that. They might show them a little bit of unwarranted respect. The Lash is being cheeky here, poking around through the stickies, but he beats out the bomb forward from Calho there, and then they get a second frag onto Kyler. This is a little bit questionable.
Yeah, this
right
strikers didn't work. I think they're just turning in Suicide Wave. They're bombing in onto soldiers, and actually gets Buttnose Escadoza with a nice bomb there. So he salvages that completely. So now the Masterminds just need to wait for respawns, and then they can do a really clean and easy push. As long as Sebasai doesn't just kill them all. We'll see.
Salinti's looking for the counter bomb there, tried to go behind, but Seth was actually on the other side of the map there, so he has managed to stay alive. Huge Uber advantage here for Masterminds. They're just going to walk forward and take control of the point, but I'm more than happy to sit in this situation and just waste my Uber advantage. Just sit back, try and deal with all the attempts on my life as a medic, but if you lose players like this, it's going to be really tough. That's a pretty easy force coming out. In fact, they've only sacrificed 2 players to get that Uber charge out, and now they're just sitting back here. They can actually walk in a little bit if they want to. Rib's going to go for it.
Rib's going for the medic.
Drop the medic! He's doing a pipe here. Calho's going to catch one. He's down at 12. Rib's looking to spam out a few more shots here. Now he realises he's being pincered. He's trapped on all sides. Rib goes down. But there is a significant Uber advantage here for Buttnose. He's good to go here. Yep.
And there's actually a soldier trying to bomb in and force the Uber. He sees no success. And I think Masters of Sauce are just getting ready to just bomb in. But actually Silentus goes down to Kyler for fun. So that should open things up. Uber have been forced from Buttnose, who's apparently weak. And Thalast with a double kill takes 2 down, and this is looking pretty dicey. I don't know if Seth can even get out. He's being bombed by Josh. Oh! Josh takes down Seth. Wow.
Spaceman.
Huge. Spaceman
coming in from a high orbit there again with another fantastic bomb. Caught him there with like a pixel rocket. He hardly had the angle, but he just about got it.
Yeah, I really think Seth should have just gotten out at that point. It was so obvious it was going to happen. But maybe he can just pick it back up. I don't know.
Escadode. He gets in, gets the frag onto Salinti's. Buttnose at half health there as well. They could continue if they want to. Could continue here. Lemon Juice, Lubricant, and Kyler both pretty weak here, looking for heals on the point. Josh trying to pick up those scouts, but Calho's coming in. Oh, Calho with the 3k from the cliff there, actually just jumped in behind, hooked around their necks, and Kyler's going to pick up the last frag there. Here, look, here's the Lash on the respawn. He's just taking a look at blindsides. Kyler gets him the 3 shots, and trying to put pressure onto Sid here. He's created an opening for his team though, and again, no respect here.
It's gonna work out for them. They actually managed to just bully them out. He just took up so much of their ammo and just attention that the rest of his team was just able to just easily mow the team down. And Steph has gone down, and there's still a fight going on sort of the cliffside. Sebasai is on. He really wants to make things happen. Nope, he's being cheeky, but they're not having it. But big Uber advantage for Buttnose. So this is a very, very difficult push. There's 3 seconds. Scout, Lemon Juice Lubricant, whoever that is, tries to put time on the point, but it's not enough. And Masters of Sauces take the second round, 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, like, we've seen it a couple of times there from Masterminds. Whenever they're actually in control of the point, you know, they're defending, Like, they're giving away that easy first frag, that entry frag. They really need to play more as a team, just try and play together, control the narrower areas of the map. But right now we're back onto another mid fight, the fourth mid of this contest. And it's Escadori who's going to give away first blood, but the Spaceman has gone down. But again, it's just the mauling of the Masters of Sausage here, coming out hard and absolutely crushing Mastermind. Only Kyler remains alive, just as he is Seth and Escadori back on the field, but no real high value picks there.
Was that a 5k from Sepasai on that mid? I'm pretty sure it was.
It was, yeah, absolutely.
And he's just gonna go, oh, that was fun, I'll just go sniper now. Like, I think he planned on dying, but he just ended up killing everything. As we have a suicide wave coming in from, yeah, and it actually works. Botnose is forced to pop, and
Seth.
now they're just trying to...
He's getting chased!
Excellent. Wow. Can they pick up his medigun? That would be huge.
I guess so. Oh no, he switched to crossbow. He didn't drop a medigun.
Yeah, smart man.
Zebasai about to respawn in 2 seconds. Is he going to go scout or is he going to go sniper? It will be sniper. He's going to just abuse the positioning that is available to you here as defender. Everyone can just sit back here, try and deny anyone that tries to get behind onto the sniper. Escadori surfs into a rocket, get launched skyward, somehow manages to get Botnose down to 16 health before he gets cleaned up there. But Botnose has lived to tell a tale for now. But
Rib with the huge bomb in.
Carpet bombed him.
Yeah, did get Sid, but then switched to pipes and realized he hadn't reloaded them, so he just kind of looked stupid and died. But there's a V-bomb or a counter bomb coming in from Masterminds, and so far it's done a pretty good job of at least pushing the rest of the team back. But there's a takedown Gallo, he defends himself. And
aggressive Uber.
Oh, Sev actually pops.
They're chasing. Oh, maybe a miss count there of the Ubers. But the counter Uber coming in from Botnose means that Masterminds are horribly overextended. Like, they really went hard there. They were looking for frags. But Botnose with that life-saving invulnerability when he popped off his Uber shards. So back to the drawing board here for Portugal.
I guess Seth got a little bit of revenge. He took down Rib with self-damage in the end. So Rib's not going to be there for a while. If they're brave, they just push in straight away. Take advantage of the no stickies. But let's see. Yeah, it looks like they just want to go straight in. They're coming in from the stair side.
Sebos landed early
so
and
far
shot here.
yeah, sort of struggling to make ground.
Zemu just killed Sid's buff there, took away all the health of the demo man. So
Silentis with a huge air shot. Good job by him.
oh, they're really scattered right now. Sid's trying to go behind. He's jumped onto the enemy med pack. Seth is capping the point here and popping off crossbow bolts. Probably could have just ran away there. I'm not gonna lie, man. He could have just ran away, but he decided to stay in and try and cap the point single-handedly. And now his team are
Sid is behind line still. Like, he's in so much
This is
trouble.
dire. This is dire.
Actually, he gets an air pipe on a soldier. Eventually gets taken down by the combined forces of Masters of Sausage.
Oh, they're just losing players one at a time here. They needed to just go in and get the force, then fall back and meet their medic. Now they have to commit their medic here. Rib's been chasing Seth. He's surfing around the house. He's calling out for help. The last trying to charge in here. Callow's down at 50. He's the last man alive to protect Seth. If they can keep these heals up, they can probably contest the point, but they're struggling. Now it's all on the just going huge and beasting the deathmatch here on the point, finding some big frags, but it's just continuing to be man advantage here for the Masters of Sausage. They are just allowing them to come onto the point and then just putting the hurt on them right there. Kyler's dancing
a lot
on the
of
rock.
time on the point though, and this scout is dancing, so a pretty close hold, even though they managed to win out in the end. Seth tried to hero. Didn't work, but yeah, good hold there for Masters of Sausage in the end. Manages to take the match. Sebasai with 4 doms, 73 points. He was going huge on sniper all game, and even on before he realized his mistake and he went back to sniper. That's
going to be the end of our second semi-final then. So we know the 2 finalists right now. You probably could have predicted them, I guess, if you'd looked at the participants before the tournament started. You had the last resort there with Kairos Merkin, and then this Masters of Sausage mixed team featuring Zebasai, soon to be the MVP of I-55. Right? Nobody wants to vote for money.
Yeah,
You
I
didn't
voted
vote for
for
Bunny,
Mike,
did you?
but I'm pretty sure he's not even in the running.
You
Like, it's not
jackass.
even close.
So there we see server shutting down. I'm going to take a quick look over at the Gaming Grid page. See maybe a start time for this next game. Hopefully they're going to jump into this quickly. They're already running about 30 minutes behind by my calculations. More like 40.
Yeah, and you know TLR is going to want to just start quickly, you know, because they've been waiting for, as we have, or like for an entire game for the final. They've just been doing nothing because they beat Lutuset pretty fast and they played in a pretty timely manner, and this game was kind of delayed. So I feel optimistic. I'm sure we'll get into the final pretty soon. And like it says live in 11 minutes. That's not that long. I don't know if I have the right information or anything.
I'm checking out, yeah. I'm looking for some confirmation. It should be going live pretty quickly. Question for you though, Beer. Have you actually played any of these cups so far?
I played. I think I played in the very first one, and maybe I played in one more. I actually forget. But yeah, I have played in it. I played with Lego, and it was fun. I highly recommend signing up for these. Looks like there's already 7 teams signed up for this one on Sunday. So yeah, I think people are beginning to wake up to the fact that these tournaments are awesome, and Razer are doing a really good job of hosting them.
Was your
Have you played any?
experience pain-free, you know? I haven't, you know, that's why I'm curious. I'm looking for you to give me your honest review or give me the sales pitch. You know, they seem like really slickly operated. Obviously at this stage, they're just trying to make sure everything's working, iron out the bugs, but I've been talking to Dilusive, the guy you've seen on the forums, you know, promoting the cups, and they're continually adding new features. Double elimination is being developed. I think they've started development on a Swiss system as well, so you're going to see a greater variety of competitions. But on top of that, the fact that anyone can start a cup here, and we've already seen that happening. It's not just Gaming Grids, the actual developers of the system, but Botnose has put together a competition along with TF2 Pickup, Whitelist.tf, and ServeMe.tf, and that's happening this Sunday, as well as the usual Gaming Grids Cup, but it's going to be restricted to open teams only. There's going to be some delightful TF2 items available as prizes then. I think me and Sideshow are going to cast it, so we're going to shine the spotlight there on the lower divs. We're going to get some pre-season hype going for those guys. And
yeah,
if
the
you
up-and-coming heroes or good players, right? I guess who we'll see in the future.
I mean, I think it's definitely important to try and support grassroots TF2. And I mean, one of the complaints, I guess, it's been leveled at these cups so far is that there is no skill brackets. But that's partly to do with the sign numbers haven't been really like that high. Like, how can you have 2 or 3 brackets if there's only 8 teams signed up?
Yeah, indeed. I feel like a lot of the problems with these Razer Cups could be solved by having more people join them. You know, they have. So no, if you're like an open team, you can join it and get proper competition and not just run into Reason or whoever decided to play that week and just get stomped in round 1, because that's not that fun. But you know, you want to maximize the enjoyment and games played that people can actually get out of it. And I think just getting more teams to begin with is a good start. And I think these tournaments are well enough run, and the system is slick enough, and the prize money is good enough, and just the admins responding to queries and whatnot, and constantly developing this is good enough for people to just consider playing this really, really seriously. Like, take time out of playing PCWs and play this instead.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of for the greater good, I would appeal to anyone that is too scared to take a pounding from Nerd Rage to just man up and sign up anyway. Because we're trying to build something here, you know, we're trying to reach that critical mass where these cups are constantly full and there's, you know, more than 8 teams, maybe more than 16. Maybe we'd be playing 32, 64, 128 every Wednesday and Sunday. Would that not be awesome? Then you can have, you know, your multiple skill brackets. They'll be able to accommodate us, and with the Swiss system coming in, like that's obviously as an option for a tournament that can be, automatically balancing the games. So you might lose in the first round and then get a fair opponent later, but that's all down the line. There's so much exciting stuff happening in TF2 right now. I haven't even mentioned Tip of the Hats, guys. That's going to be coming up in just over a fortnight, the weekend of the 18th, or sorry, the 19th
How long
and
is
20th.
a fortnight? I don't know these things.
2 weeks. 2 weeks,
2 weeks,
motherfucker.
okay.
All the Americans are just sitting there scratching their head as well. What's a fortnight? It's 2 weeks, you plebs.
Is it before or after Deutschland?
It's after Deutschland.
Okay. So we can get properly hyped for Deutschland and then switch our attention to giving kids money.
Yeah, Deutschland is like, let me see, 10 days away, and it's more like 17 until Tip of the Hats. There's going to be a sick roster of hosts and guests and all sorts of activities. Like, Tip of the Hats is just going to be bigger than ever. And if you consider that they raised like $110,000 last year, that it could just be the TF2 event of the year. I haven't watched I-55 yet, but I'm going to go out on a limb here, Peter. The TF2 event of the year. The best is yet to come, guys. You thought I-55 was good. We're going to blow your mind. Am I selling it hard enough?
Yeah, that's a big sell, I'd say. Yeah. Looks like we're going live in 3 minutes. The matchup has been made by the system and everything, so we just need STV info and everything set up, and then we're ready to go.
Mate, I am on the case. Delusive foolishly gave me admin access, so I'm just looking at the back end here. The STV isn't up just yet. Seems like they have to ready in the back end, right, or in the website, and then the game begins, and then they ready again in the server.
Yes, it put into a lobby, and you can actually see, and you just have to ready up in the lobby, and then when everybody has readied up, it'll start the match and everything. Right, so when it says match is live, which it does now, it just means it has sent them to the server. I'm pretty sure. And then they have to ready up in the server as well.
Good news, boys. I've got the STV. So, if you have just joined us here on Team Fortress TV, this is our coverage of this Gaming Grid's TF2 Frag Fest EU number 11. We're into the grand finals, and it's going to be the Last Resort plus Cadis and Masters of Sausage, a mixed team featuring great players such as Lego's Josh and Zebasai from Nerd Rage,
Rip from Nerd Rage as well,
Buttnose, Thalash, the reason mascot, who is now playing in Sideshow's team or team. There's some hot new teams coming up next season, Peter.
But he's in Full Tilt, who beat Nerd Rage or something crazy.
Oh yeah.
So they're looking good. They're definitely going to make waves in Prem, right? That is what we can expect. And then of course, I don't know what else I wanted to say. They're going to be big in Prem, for sure.
It's going to be best of 3 this final, and so far I think all the cups have had fixed maps, right? So I think, it's definitely going to be, the best. Yeah, John's telling us it's also fixed. It's going to be Sunshine, Process, and Snake. So if you've seen one of these cups before, you know the score. But I believe that is another feature that is being developed, and we're going to be seeing rolling out. I know there are some other bigger cups planned down the line. There's so much stuff happening behind the scenes. People have big ideas for Team Fortress to competitively trying to really get on board this the hype of matchmaking. Everyone's fully believing that Valve are going to deliver on that front, and there are a lot of events being planned. I'm not going to say anything else. Details.
What? How can you not say anything else? You just hype it up and then you just say, "Oh, I can't tell you."
More competitions than you could shake a stick at, my friend.
Oh man.
I don't even want to cast anymore. I just want to play TF2.
When was the last time you were in a team?
Season 19, I think. The Cool Clan team with the Poles and Walters.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, you remember we beat somebody on the last game of the season. We took a map from somebody. That was our highlight. I forget.
You're
It was
almost Lego
Zebasai.
level good.
Herpy and Zebasai. What was that team?
Uh,
Forget about it. Forget about it.
yeah. Nobody knows.
It's in my
And I can
scrapbook
report
now.
that this is the old version of Sunshine that has the incredibly awful heavy spot on last. Or maybe it's kind of fixed. Yeah, it's fixed a little bit. Maybe. Not really. God damn it. Oh well, it's not as bad. I played in the first one, and for some reason in that we had to play on like process B4 or something. You know, an old version of process. That's it's not the official version. I don't know where
When
they
they still
even
had the
found it.
actual
I had to
sewer.
download it. What?
They still had the actual sewer. You know, it's like a round hole in the wall.
There was water in
Yeah.
next to choke, and it was an actual sewer. Yes. So I had to go find it and download the map, and I have a lot of maps, so it's pretty rare for me to actually have to download a map unless it's completely new. But I didn't have that one, so I don't know how they even found that. Like my initial sort of experience with this cup was, or it was just that it was made by people who were really good at coding a really good tournament system and setting that up, but they knew nothing about TF2, so they just ended up having like this one random map that we had not played in an eternity. So it was kind of weird. It was like super professional and super unprofessional at the same time.
Well, luckily, in supporting TF2, they realised they have backed the best community in esports. I think a lot of people rallied to help them and, you know, iron out these early issues.
Yeah,
Sideshow was championing these cups from the beginning. I've been talking to Dilusive. He seems like a reputable character. And I would encourage again, like, you know, we said it a couple of times, but everyone to be getting involved in these cups. I would be playing right now if I had not decided to cast. Peter, do you want to join my cup team next time?
Maybe. It depends. I'm having some serious lag issues. So it's not really very fun. I usually have to stop like 4 or 5 times every match to record because people are invisible because I just lag out so hard. It's wonderful.
Oh, we got Dilusive in Twitch chat actually. He says, "We have no idea what we're doing with TF2." He sends you a heart and he says, "You guys are awesome for helping." So I'm looking at the server right now. I'm in game. We got 10 on the server. We got Amson Spec, in fact, so we are very close to getting underway for this best of 3 final. $100 American at stake here.
Oh my god, I just remembered. Someone in chat reminded me. Like, Sideshow and like someone else was supposed to eat bull dick at I-55. Did that ever happen? Is there a video? Like, there has to be vlogs for this. Wasn't that a big thing that was going to happen because of, like, people played MG?
It was Koss.
Oh yeah, it was Koss.
Koss had to eat like twice the amount of bull dick as Sideshow. But both of them were due to eat bull dick. I don't know if it happened. I do know Sideshow was eating something else. I read about on the forums, but no word of a bull dick. Somebody in Twitch chat will tell us.
I'm sure they have the unfiltered truth, as they always do.
There's Tora in chat. He says no, there's no video. He slapped me. Nobody bought a bull dick. Vibhav tells us on Twitch chat.
How difficult is it to get a bull dick?
The hype was too much, you know. Although the hype of seeing 2 grown men eating a bull dick would have been, you know, up there. The international TF2 that was on display was even more exciting. I think, you know, a poor prioritization there myself, Peter, but this is what happens when I don't go to LAN. No bull dicks are eaten.
Yeah. Like, you'd expect it to at least be on, like, Stream 2 or something. But no bull dick.
You dodged LAN as well, right?
What?
You dodged LAN. Was there not supposed to be a Lego team going to LAN?
I don't know if supposed to. Like, there was, like, a solid amount of people that couldn't go. Like, Josh didn't want to go, and I don't know if Crystal and Helbert could go. Maybe they could. I don't actually know.
You didn't want to go? Why?
I wanted a team. I don't want to go and just watch and socialize. I want to also.
Josh, why didn't he want to go? Call him out now that we've got him here on camera.
Oh, well, he's scared. I told him I'd beat him up. So, no, I have no idea why he didn't want to go. I guess LAN is not for him. He's like Walters, where I guess LAN is not awesome like it is for everyone else. I don't understand it, but I accept him anyway.
Bowlers has been to LAN though, years and years ago.
I
He's
know.
been to many LANs, but now Walters has actually been offline for 50 days, guys, and I'm worried. Has anyone seen Walters playing in the last 2 months? You know, like in TF2 pickup or something on an alt account? Please, Robin, are you okay, friend? I don't know where he is. Me and Boss Pizza were wondering. I even tried to call him on his phone, it just rang out. If anybody's seen Walter, it is sad, it is. I care, man, you know. You're not just names on my Steam friends list. Peter, I don't even know if you're on my friends list. But if you were, it wouldn't just be a name, I would care. If I saw you were offline for 50 days, I'd be saying, guys, where's Peter? I need my fix of legacy videos. Peter, I want you to, you know, do a quick promotion here. You know, give me your PR spiel for the Danish action hero.
Well, it's pretty simple. It's awesome Frag with awesome music. That's all it is. And if you don't like that, I can't help.
No
But
bullshit,
actually,
man. No frills action. It's straight up sick frags, sick beats. Everyone
exactly.
should go to youtube.com/Danish action hero. You won't be disappointed, man. There are hours, days maybe, of excellent TF2 frag heavy content there. I can't even think of another good frag movie editor that releases content anymore. But are you just like, have you just got a monopoly on this shit now?
Kaneko does a lot, and XTV.
Oh,
does a
that's
lot.
true actually. But you know, XTV, I find that more like you know, entertainment. You've got X in there. I'm talking about, you know, frags. I would say Kaneko for sure. Comp.tf. John, I don't know if people can hear you or not. Can they? Oh wow, John's telling us that there is a Deutschland fragmentary being made by Clark. They're actually looking for help with that. You know, I think he's looking for another cameraman. So if you're going to Deutschland, check out that big old news post on etfl.org. But yeah, I'm calling out all the editors. You know, maybe why is it, Peter? Why has there been such a fall off? Is it the lack of the movie competition? Has there not been enough competitions recently? You know, no more TT
maybe.
esports.
Like Hildreth talked about, maybe I think it was Hildreth talked about making like a 955 movie competition out of it or something. Right. That ended up not happening. Instead, Kaneko is making it. And I would like to do a little shout out to some people. I'm organizing an effort to sort of sort the ticks for all the games where we watch all the VODs and then note down ticks or the time and convert it into ticks. And so far, I've had 5 or 6 people help me, and they've been doing work. It's incredible. I estimated to begin with that we could have everything done in like a month if we put in a bit of work. And it's been like 3 days, and we have, I think, 75% of everything done. Right.
You're scaring me, man. You're starting to sound like Huey after I-52. He was like, "Oh yeah, I've got the movie done. It's going to be released in a week." Never happened.
I trust Kaneko way more than Hui to finish things early, I will say. But I thought the movie hasn't been filmed or anything, right? It's just finding the ticks. Usually that would take me 2 months or something. But with these guys' help, we're almost finished in like 3 days. We still need to do like some confirmation of it and whatnot, and get frags from STV demos and all that stuff. But like it's crazy how much work they put in. I didn't expect that much of a turnout of people just adding me on Steam and just saying, "Hey, I want to help," and then just actually putting in the time to help. Yeah, that's really crazy. I'm not used to people actually putting in as much work, if not more, than me.
Moving forward, then, what do you need to do after you get the ticks? Is there more ways people can help you, or is it just sit back and strum their fingers?
If you were at I-55, you can upload your demos with ticks. That would be super helpful. There is a thread for this on teamfortress.tv. It should be front and center. Lots of people are commenting and uploading their demos, but even more have not done it. So If you were there, upload your demos. If you have ticks, give them to us. We'll look through it later. And as I say that, we have finally gone live with the grand final of the Gaming Grids TF2. What's it called?
Frag Fest. Frag Fest.
Wonderful. And we're going to mid first.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at the rib perspective. He's rolled out from Floral here, but both teams just looking to sit up here and contest, but actually Rising steps into the enemy cafe briefly. He's just showing himself there, he's distracting them, but War's already got down. Cadis is going to join him as well, so 2 players down right now. Rising is going to just throw himself in there to try and pin the combo in position as his team escape through Floral. Serotonin's gone lower, but Ams jumps up onto the high ground here and he's kind of stranded himself a little bit, but whoa, he and Herpy just managed to focus down Rib instantly. Botnose playing Squeak goes down to Ams. He's gonna try and take on Zebasai. Even with the heal, Zebasai manages to eat so much buckshot, he was down to half health there. And oh, this is really, oh, it's dangerous here, but it looks like TLR have managed to force the way out of the roller door. They're trying to commit to this. They've got 3 frags, 2 spawns coming in now, 4 Masters of Sausage. It's just Salint and Thalash backing out through the cafe here, and that's important to note. In fact, Thalash and Botnose have changed classes.
Oh, really? Have they? Wait, what? Oh yeah, you're right. I guess Botnose is tied up in medic, as War just I don't know, walks in and dies instantly. And now Thalas is going to Uber in his bucket soldier. That's Silentus, and they force the last resort to multi-Uber a whole bunch. But actually, AMS jumped behind and picked down Rib, so that should completely turn the tide of this battle. He's still behind, but he's going to be turning ahead. But they're putting time onto the point now. But let's see if TLR wants to contest this. I think they should. And yeah, Master Sausage realized that they're actually backing out, except for this one scout. And as I say that, they actually jumped in aggressively. They're fighting on the surface of the sun, that whole, I don't know, stair area that's super bright. And 2 people from TLR go down. Wow, scrappy fight.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit of a mistake there from Thalash originally. Like, he tried to go back to save Rib, but as he did that, like, they basically split their team in 2, get a minute forward and die. But somehow TLR come out and just stand on the low ground and eat all that damage. They lost players on the flank and they've been forced back here. So Masters of Sausage looking strong. It is pretty much neck and neck in terms of Uber. They are 1 man down, but they have this tight hold on second. They can just sit on the high ground here, spam the roller door and spam the right hand side. Warrior is pushing through on the right on the defender's perspective. Ams has gotten in as well. Oh, that was close there. Thalash catches a rocket, but manages to hold on about 90 health, and they've got 3 frags for the trouble. They're going to push here. It's a little bit false economy. The Uber from Serotonin is going to be enough to buy time here. They've actually traded Ubers, and the spawns are about to come in here.
Yep, and as I am completely lagged out. Okay, I'm back. Oh, there's a lot of time. This guy's just on the point. What did he?
This heavy. It's not playing heavy. Oh, it was Herpy. But
how did Botnose get that cap?
The heavy was fully spun up. You know, he was totally immobile there. He couldn't walk forward in time. I think the other player was a sniper or something. So like, no one was paying attention to the point. He should have just parked himself on there. It doesn't matter. We're going on to mid number 2, but it is a 1-0 Masters of Sausage.
Perhaps it's 6 on 5. The last resort is 5 players against Masters of Sausage is 6. Ryzen has timed out. And her P is onto the medic now. Gets taken down. Cadis takes down Sebasai with a nice pipe. And what? Okay, yeah. I thought the last resort won that mid with 5, but it was actually the opposite. They backed out. But it wasn't a disaster, and reason is, and big fan of, what was his name? I forget.
Rising, big fan of
Rising. That's his name. Jesus, I was like thinking reason. I don't know what I'm doing. As Ubers have been forced, Serotonin with the way worse Uber. He's being chased down now by Masters of Sausage. But they opt not to chase them too aggressively, as they just sort of spam now. This is an aggressive soldier jumping in, and Botnose is actually taking down a soldier before eventually gets taken down. It is 4 and 4 still, so very, very scrappy fight.
Oh my god. The flank of Masters of Sausage, they just cut the legs out from underneath the TLR combo. but they seem to find some important frags on middle. Rib lands a nice direct there at close range. Or sorry, it was Kadis with the pipe there onto Zebasai. The finish coming in from Warrior, but
the last snipes War.
So scrappy right now.
That's actually a really important medic pick. Wow.
They're inching their way in here now as they see the Last Resort just tuck tail and retreat back to second. Both teams showing each other a little bit of respect. They're going to regroup, and Warrior, he was playing his main class in Viaduct, you know, Sniper, is now forced to play Scout, and actually he respawns on Sniper here, and he's been putting in a lot of practice in the last few months. This Highlander Sniper skill is about to be put on display. No pressure, War.
He was doing great on Viaduct, so I'm sure he's warmed up and everything. But he's standing so back at this point. Like, I think he just wants to drop the medic. That's all he wants. And Thalas has the full Uber now, and Serotonin is on 50%. I don't know if the Masters of Salsa team realize this, but it looks like they are actually pushing through floral. So, I don't know. They're being a little bit passive here, just sort of anxious. Thalas actually just walking through without popping. And they get 2 picked, so a really clean push in. I think they're going to get second for 3. TLR will have Uber for last, but it's still a win overall.
They should be pushing hard here, man. This is like opportunity to throw in players. Like, I'm surprised they Ubered here, but they're going to commit hard. They actually do manage to get a frag there. They killed off War with Salenti's grabbing that one, playing his Nye here, but now as the Uber's fade, they do have that man advantage. They're going to focus down Rising. Amps goes down as well. And yet to lose a single player here in this push. Incredible work from the Masters of Sausage. And they're going to make it 2-0 here. This is a mixed team with legs. Sausage legs.
Yeah. I was kind of favoring TLR. Right, like that's sort of the more established team. But any team where Thalas is on, you know, they can apparently beat you. That's the overall trend I'm seeing. So Thalas is magic.
It's still warmed up from Lankidis, so we'll lose every final.
It's cursed.
Oh, that's not even true. But we're going to see Josh and Herpy going down on their respective sides, but Airtone finds himself backed into a corner. That is medic down for the Last Resort. The Lash is still given a masterclass here as the part-time Merc medic. He's trying to heal up his players. He's looking to sort of play around the cover a little bit here, the geometry of the map, but Buttnose and Salentes are moving forward, but Amps has come in from behind from the cafe. Oh, nice direct there. Salentes with the 2 quick picks there, killing off both soldiers with back-to-back rockets there. Wow.
Yeah, very, very nice job. Very solid mid. They have full Uber advantage now. They're moving in. Still 2 people down from TLR, and they don't have an Uber. Serotonin is at 40%. And War goes down. I don't know what he was trying to do on that point. Being sneaky, I guess, but there's actually a window so you can see through it. So that didn't work. And it looks like they just want to push in straight away from the bottom area, like before. It worked before, and that was like against an Uber. So, let's see. There's a Pyro trying to air blast people, but he doesn't get too much done. And now the TLR is just trapped in spawn.
Nobody's like capping a point!
What?
They're trying to farm frags here. And they've actually allowed Serotonin to come out with Uber. They've got Warrior. He is using the gimmick gun.
It's just so good. Oh, he switched off
the
Thomas
gun,
now he died. Wow. I'll teach him. And actually the V-push manages to get in, unless her P goes absolutely huge. Couldn't go that huge. But yeah, that's what you get for switching to shotgun as heavy. What are you doing, War? Jesus.
The Thomas Lab got a buff in the most recent patch, or sorry, the gunmetal patch, but you know, I'm so out of TF2, I don't even know if it's decent, but I'm claiming it's
It is amazing, it's absolutely amazing. Like, you can do damage at mid-range with it, and it spins up instantly, and it's quiet, so it's really, really good.
Kias was trying to get aggressive on this mid-fight, but Rib seems to have fended him off for now. Kias is now being pressured hard by Salentes, and Nye is going to get his man Spaceman as well, picking up a frag. So the soldiers of Masters of Sausage doing work here in middle. They both pay for it with their lives, but they have created so much
Everybody bunched up and choked with like 5 HP. War on 5, he died, and now Serotonin is just running for his life. I think he will get out, it's fine. But
War's just... Oh, what a little bitch. turns his back on Buttnose, who was challenging him to the one-on-one, runs away. Now he runs and tries to take a 1 versus 3. Scout, not this guy's strong point right now. Buttnose is just trying to circle around here and cut off the retreat of the TLR combo. They've got their position, you know, the information is here, they have the intel, and with those two players going down, War and Amps, TLR are going to retreat into lobby here. They're not going to be able to contest this point, but they're already being flanked from underneath. They need to get in position. The spam is good. They've managed to force off the Uber pretty early, and a few seconds milked there by Serotonin. They need to buy 10 seconds before Herp's going to respawn. Amps is back on the field, but if Nerdreach just wait for a few seconds here and then start to bring out that focus fire, this could be another point for Masters of Sausage, not Nerdreach, goddammit.
Yeah, I don't blame you for getting that wrong, but wow, just everybody dying at once from the last resort, and this is looking ugly. 4-0 already. What's going on? Is it just the last carry too hard? Actually, Buttnose is on 3 doms and 35 points here, so maybe he's the real carry, not Sevasai and Rib.
I honestly think they'd be playing better if War was in demo and Cadis was playing Scout or whatever class he wants, but you know, yeah. That's just me, man.
Maybe switch War to Perma Sniper again. That seemed to work for them.
It actually might work on this map.
Yeah. Rising jumps in aggressively onto Thalas, but he gets shut down. But he jumps out just fine, and the second sorter comes in. So a nice sort of combined sorter jump puts on a ton of pressure, but it just gets warded off by an amazing scout play. And Buttnose and Sevasai clean up, and now Serotonin is running. He's being chased down by a scout. Actually, her piece saves him, so he should be able to get out just fine if he doesn't do anything stupid. But man, this is just so rough for the last resort. They have to hold last again, and I'm pretty sure we're just going to see that bottom push once again. It's worked every single time.
Still 18 minutes left. You know, the comeback, it is definitely possible. It is 4-0 right now in favour of Masters of Sausage. They are on map point. This is a best of 3, of course. But I think the big problem here is that the last resort, they only do well in the groups, and there's no groups in this competition, so they're pretty much doomed to be here.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on here. It's only round robin, so...
They can't deal with the brackets, you know. Brackets, nah, we're going to lose automatically. That's the TLR mindset.
Yeah, choke. They've actually running a sniper now, so mixing it up a little bit. We're gonna see War against Buttnose, the sniper battle of the ages. And War is actually just ignoring a scout just to get the sniper pick, but nothing so far has come of this. Oh! War actually wins the sniper duel against Buttnose. And like this, the sniper sideline on that left side is so good because you can just peek over those barrels, and then you can just duck after you shoot. And then you're not visible, and your hitbox is not hittable by the enemy team. So super strong sightline. Actually, Serotonin went down to 50 HP. I didn't see how that happened, but he didn't pop the Uber. It's fine. There's actually a scout running behind. That's Sevasai trying to make a back cap happen. And
I've seen a change of pace here. You know, it's like Masters of Sausage just realised, hey, we're 4-0 up. We're going to slow things down. And they tried their sniper from the lobby, and it seems to be frustrating TLR a little bit. They tried to push out here. They came close to losing their medic. They've eventually traded Ubers here on the left hand side, but this is all just playing into Masters of Sausage hands, perhaps. They're... Oh wow, they all try to run through that choke point, and only Thalash manages to survive. He runs back for the med pack though, and will certainly die. Now Zebasai playing sniper here though is the only guy able to contest the point right now. He's looking for the angle onto Cadis, but Cadis very wisely is going to stay behind that bulletproof glass.
Yeah. They finally managed to hold last and push out. So the comeback is real, right? You just have to believe. 16 minutes left. That's doable. You can get 4 rounds in that time. Easy peasy.
Yeah, it's just has to be that one thing, you know. They figure out a middle or a slight adaptation they did make. It's not like something, some huge sweeping change we're looking for here. But if they could see the wall hack outlines that I can see right now, they would be very worried about coming through this choke point. Not only Zebasai sniping from Cathay, but they also have Josh, aka the spaceman, up on the roof there, waiting to do a high bomb into choke as soon as he gets any sort of call. It currently is, you know, a 20% Uber advantage for TLR, but they're mostly just for an entry frag here. They're trying to bore. He has decided to play sniper here. Haven't had, you know, I don't know, little impact on Scout as far as I could see, but the game has definitely slowed down after those first, you know, 4 rounds in 10 minutes. we have gone into a more tactical play here, just looking for that clear advantage.
I think they heard me and just put War on perma sniper. You know, it's the one thing that they need. He's just sort of inching in there and trying to get a pick. He's kind of rotate flowers and see what can make it happen. You really want to just get a jump on them. There's a soldier there. He shuts him down. So just a big old pile of stalemating and people waiting for their snipers to do things. Sebasai is actually pushing forward pretty aggressively with his team. And there's a soldier up on the high ground. What?
Lindsay gets the pick onto Herp. Then as Ams tries to outplay him by jumping on the high ground, but he just walks in and gets the force onto Serotonin. Then they back out, and now they're sitting here with this man advantage. They're pretty well buffed as well. They've got some health, they're good to go, but wow, that spam damage coming out of Kairos has really taken the sting out of the tail of this push. But half of these Masters of Sausage players are committed, and they are finding the frags. Kairos is trying his best to do something about it, though he's stuck in so deep here. He's looking to pump out as much damage as possible. But RP is trying to follow up, but runs into Josh in the lobby, somehow dances. Josh can't connect the rocket, but eventually he just takes the long exit there and makes himself an easy pick. Now on the respawn, what? Oh. Sebasai is just reeling off the headshots here. RP, sorry, Warrior is going to respawn, but Masters of Sausage have already ended the map. That was insane. Things just descended into madness there, Peter.
That was brutal. I really didn't expect them to be that dominant, especially on more or less established teams. I realize they're sort of off-classing and have mercs and all that stuff, but if you look at the player quality on both teams, you'd still think that the TLR is slightly better. Maybe, perhaps. Maybe it's the land fatigue. I'm not sure exactly how to explain this, but even when they put War on Sniper, Sebasai just one-upped him by going Sniper himself and doing better. So, pretty crazy. Just looks like they got outplayed. So, is Rip better than Kairos? That's a big, big area of discussion.
I think it's definitely got a chemistry issue there, you know, like Sebasai and Rib, they know they can count on each other. But perhaps Kairos and Herp or War, who's like a novice scout. Obviously, he's got sick DM, but his scout positioning, his placement, like the engagement he's chosen to take throughout that map were constantly bad. I called him out a couple of times, but I think he could have done more to work with Kairos. That was my feeling. I'm not surprised he got frustrated and went Sniper, but maybe switch up, let Kairos scout and Ward play demo, or
maybe
it's just not clicking for me, man.
Yeah, we see them. Maybe we can just see them completely switch things up, just switch all their classes around and just put War on demo. Maybe I doubt it. I don't think War is actually that fond of demo. I don't know. He always seems to off-class the moment he has a chance. But what's next? Is it Process? I believe it is. Like if Process is the next map, he could snipe a lot, and maybe that will be enough. Or maybe he just needs to not like randomly run in and try to be a hero. I feel like he's doing that a lot at the moment, where he just sort of goes, I'll go kill the medic, maybe. See you guys, and then just dies. And
we're gonna throw War under the bus here.
Yeah.
Screw you, War. I didn't realize he actually had logs for this. That was the one thing I thought wasn't available, but I have realized that they've got TF2 installed there, so
that's just another thing they've improved, because that wasn't initially available. But lo and behold, there are logs, and these games now matter.
I don't know if John has been putting them on stream this whole time. I just clearly wasn't paying attention. I'm an idiot. But I'm going to take a look at these logs, and I know a 5-0 roll, the stats don't always tell that much of a story, but
the last died once. That should tell you everything you need to know. He never died. He has a KD of 3 as medic. That's pretty good. Does he have the highest KD? No.
He is definitely a capable medic. Like, I wouldn't underestimate him at all. I want to point the finger of blame, at someone on TLR. We've already tried to throw War under the bus. His stats aren't backing him up here. In fact, no one's stats on TLR are helping them out. It's pretty grim. Kairos almost gets 300 damage per minute. He's trying his hardest. War was the closest behind him, so Reason seems to be really struggling. He's 6 for 13, only managed to do 184 DPM, but you know, what can you do as roamer if the rest of your team aren't delivering? I'm trying to figure out who to blame.
Yeah. I don't know, I saw them
mids as well. It was 5-0 in mids.
Yeah, pretty much. I saw like Ryzen would jump in super aggressively, and the scouts would just shut him down. So like they would actually deflect him, so he would go off in the wrong direction pretty much and couldn't get to the medic. Flash did a good job of just backing out and having good movement, but more or less it was the scouts just completely shutting them down. And then there was also a bunch of times where like Ryzen would jump in, he would get deflected and jump out, and then the second soldier would come in, get deflected, and then Ryzen would come back in again. So they're not entirely synced up. And maybe that's just an effect of them not being a team, or Rising being rusty, or because we haven't seen Rising play in a very time. So it stands to reason that he's somewhat rusty, you know? You know, he's a good player, but maybe maybe not yet. Maybe he needs to do a little bit more of NG, play some pickups, get into the groove again.
I understand if you retry, the STV will be cut up again. It's the same one. We are going to be going to process here for map 2 of this best of 3, Masters of Sausage versus the Last Resort. Although the Last Resort here with, you know, 2 mercs, they're mercs of a high caliber. You got Cadis, you got Rising, but this mixed team, Masters of Sausage, they won a previous Gaming Grids Frag Fest. So it was a different roster again. It was like kind of a Reason thing going on there. They had like Cadis and Mike, but maybe it's just the Masters of Sausage management, you know. Whoever is the mastermind behind these teams seems to be producing the goods. He's had his teams in the final of 2 majors. I'm calling these cups majors in TF2, okay?
Yeah, and we're actually live already, so sweet timing. I'm not sure if it's on stream or not, but we're going live and we're going to mid, and we see some fast soldier jumps and Kate is going through the sewers. I guess he failed rollout. And there's actually a soldier from, there's Josh jumping behind, and he actually gets a pick on Rising really quick, and Sebasai gets a pick on her P. So 2 man up for Masters of Sausage. Wow.
Got lunched in behind there. He managed to land on the own medpack, but like there was no escape for him. His teammates had abandoned him. Cadis is trying to fight Silentes in the sewer there, but backup gets called, and TLR are continuing to lose players in these longer and longer spawn times. Warrior spawns and runs out and dies there on Rib Stickies. So
actually, he was trying to retreat, and Rib jumped in aggressively. Yeah, he was actually doing the smart play, but Rib was smarter, I guess. And they Uber in now, and actually this Uber has not been that effective so far at getting kills. They might have just enough positioning and damage to get the job done. Like they have a demo behind lines up in that balcony area, but he's actually just going to jump out, and they're just going to abandon this push. That's a little weird. But actually,
Pyro here. He was setting everyone on fire with the score shot there, and managed to flank in behind the lash. Didn't get the kill though, but
actually overextended with 3 players and lost them.
Yeah.
So now there's going to be a counter push. But they were a little slow because the last was waiting for a med kit. But maybe it doesn't matter. Let's see. There's actually only 4 players alive, and the Uber comes in now. The last manages to get it, and this is going to be so difficult. There's still stickies on the point from Cadis, but like they have been absorbed now, and Cadis is in spawn. So if they just get time on the point fast enough, they'll get it. But there's melee's down. Cadis still holding it. Great job by Cadis. And
Cadis, the only guy playing serious, it seems. I mean, how our TLR broken here? Is Ward just giving up? He's like running around playing Pyro on process last, the biggest, widest last point in all of TF2. Does he think that is actually a good choice of class? They managed to hold on, I guess. He made it work, but you know, I'm questioning his motives right now, Peter. Is his head in the game?
Like they had 3 players all just completely overextend, which opened up that counter push to happen. You know, because they held last, and then they just randomly lost 3 players because they all pushed out when they didn't need to. It's not like they were ever going to cap seconds.
Oh, Zebo was in behind there onto Serotonin, but Warher, yeah, getting a little taste of the scattergun, and he's still got that buff. He's trying to deny Rib a little bit, and that's going to make Masters of Sausage think twice about pushing in here. They're going to regroup outside on the Spire. Things are going to settle here a little bit. You know, we're going to calm down. We're going to just shake that madness out of our system. Let's play some TF2, boys.
By which you mean, let's watch these two snipers like fake
exactly.
each other until one of them wins.
This
actually
is
making
TF2.
space for Sepasai in the lobby area. He's gonna get a buff. See if he can get. He actually, he saw the medic for a split second there, then misses a shot onto the demo. But he has a lot of room to work with Sepasai. Does eventually get shut down, and now they know where he is. Oh, and
Hello.
War wins the sniper duel. Which, unfortunately for us, means that we're probably going to see Masters of Sausage do a whole bunch of nothing while they wait for a respawn. And then we can start over.
That is the smart play. I mean, no one here from TLR really using that man advantage they had for 15 seconds there to just like throw a player out and see if they can get lucky. So that's you know, a little bit of a missed opportunity. They're waiting here clearly for a bigger advantage. One pick isn't enough. They have allowed Zebasai to respawn, and he's gone scout, so it seems like Zebo's taking a peek lower left. He sees Kadius, he sees the sticky trap. He's going to try and continue to roll the dice against Kadius' stickies. He's clearing them away one at a time, but it's going to be Buttnose and Josh.
Yeah. He's on the right side. He could actually get the sniper if he spots him. There's a scout in with him. Oh no, okay, he just baited Buttnose, I guess. He didn't actually go in. Maybe they're just suiciding in in his kitty. Oh my! What a snipe from War onto Thalash. That's crazy. They can actually push out now and pick up his medigun, so that's super punishing. Still not sure if they're allowing it or they're just playing. They could just have agreed to not pick up mediguns.
I believe it's allowed. So like that's a fully charged medigun lying out there. Serotonin has popped off his charge. Buttnose is playing Spy right now though, and the reason he knows he hasn't got enough time to go for the back cap, so he's going to sit here under the Spire. He's decloaking, he's coming in. He gets the side stab there onto Serotonin, tries to finish him off with the revolver, but then switches back to the knife and guts him like a fish.
Yep, that's a shanking. And let's see if this prompts a proper push. They really need it. So Lash goes down again to her P, and her P gets another kill. So this is looking pretty solid. Yeah, no medics in this fight for either team, and TLR does have a sniper in War. He is just running the perma sniper, and Kadius goes down to Sepasai. Nice job by Sepasai. He was surrounded by 3 players. As Slint just takes down her P in sewers.
The Spaceman, he's in deep. Does big damage there onto Serotonin. Serotonin on 8 catches just like a pellet there from Buttnose. He's getting pressured hard. It will surely go down as Buttnose flanks around underneath on green there. But 3 players.
4 combat classes against 2, so this is really, really dicey.
Go for it.
It looks like they're just going to snipe from choke, see if they can get any picks, and then if they do, they can sort of push in after that.
Rising, the skip jump there off the rock, got in deep. He couldn't connect the air shot there to get the med pick onto Thalash, but the follow-up from Amps is good. He finds a rib, he finds Thalash. That is Medic and Demo Man down. The last resort now with their own med back on the field. Could start to push forward here, but they have War playing sniper, so that kind of limits their mobility. They can't necessarily chase frags when they have that sniper up, so they're probably going to wait a little bit. But there's no healers in the field for Masters of Sausage. They should be moving in a little bit. Uh-oh. Cancel that. Abort! Abort!
War returns the favor by a huge air body shot onto a soldier.
They've been playing sniper from the crates all the way on the other side of middle. Warrior with the buff here should be the favourite, but no, the Uber's coming in from their blind side. They're all too focused on Zebasai. The combo of Masters of Sausage coming in from sewer and catching out War. They've also managed to chase Serotonin all the way into lobby here. Amps is struggling to deal with Selenics. He just abuses that little railing, dances around there as Amps whiffs all his rockets. The action continues outside though. Thalash is trapped there just on the staircase. He watches Rib die in front of him before he joins him in the spawn queue. Now the Spaceman is up top. He's the last man alive. Sorry, Warrior is coming out from rollout. He's trying to chase him down. Josh needs to hit some magic rockets here. But War is just dancing all over the place. He can't be touched. And it seems like the last resort have stabilised. It's still 0-0 here though, Peter.
Yeah. I think maybe on this this alt account of Josh, he doesn't have the escape plan. He's using the equalizer, which doesn't give you a speed boost. It just gives you a damage boost when you get damaged. So I don't know if that's a mistake from him or not, or if it's just the limitations of his alt account. Let's see. Ubers are even, so this looks like the beginning of another stalemate, as we have no snipers or anything. So maybe we'll see just your regular old soldier suicided.
Both teams just looking for information right now. They're getting fully buffed, they're getting their charges ready, but now we're going to see, you know, the standard shenanigans. You try and maybe rush the flank down a little bit here. We see both soldiers coming in. Wow, War just absolutely demolishes Josh in mid-air. Lands meat shot after meat shot, and those three players who tried to bum rush the flank just ran into a brick wall. They got run over hard.
Yeah, this is such a sad situation because you have those even Ubers and you can't use your own Uber because you don't want to fight 3v6, so you just have to retreat and give up second. And it feels so bad to give up a point when you have a full Uber, but it's the right move.
I cannot believe how hard those kids got wrecked. You know, their grandchildren are going to be feeling that, man. That was absolutely brutal. We're going to see Uber straight here around choke just as the cap comes in the middle. So TLR now have those favourable spawns. They're just unwilling to commit though. Oh, the double dunks are coming out. Rib finds his range there. Huge frags as he kills off Herpy, and Sebasai now following up on the damage. Kadis is going to get shreked along with Warher, yeah. And it's just Rising and Serotonin here. They're on Spire, but they've decided to take the longer route.
Big bomb in from Silentis. And even even Rising is gonna get taken down by Rib. So just amazing aggression coming out, chasing down the kills, and Rib finds another one with the cannonballs. So
you just can't stand there, and like that whole area, the whole open area of Process Second, is like I feel like it's a big no-no. If you want to retreat, don't go bottom right. Go bottom, go into the lobby or go top. But hey, they got punished both like this.
The best area if you want to do any kind of surfing, because otherwise you're just running into the tunnels, and it doesn't even matter if they miss you; they'll just still hit you and kill you.
Get you juggled into a door frame. Rest in peace, my friend. Rising is
we have a full advantage coming in. Soldiers jumping up onto the balcony area, doing a lot of damage but not getting any kills. Actually, Josh goes down. Oh, in the second, her P just completely juggles Silentis into the skybox, and then Kadis double donks the lash and kills Sebasai with stickies and takes down Rip as well. Only Bot knows remaining. He's actually hiding, being sneaking in lobby. He's getting spotted, and Rising takes him down. So wow, what a failed push. Just that heavy, completely shooting people into the skybox. Can you imagine how much better this game would be without heavies?
We need more heavies. I'd like to play a game mode where all classes are represented, you know, maybe one of each class.
Yeah.
Highlander. It's the future, man. Into Deutschland.
We'll see. Jury's out.
It is fully ubercharged TLR taking control of middle here, but the man's down, so here comes the spaceman. He's floating around here, man. He's managed to kill off Amps, and the ubercharge gets popped off here, but it's just Kadis and Serotonin who are up at choke. They're getting joined by Herpy now, but the Uber fades, and they're actually only 4 here in the middle. They're about to 5. They got one coming in from the respawn. War is trying to run as fast as his little legs will carry him, but Buttnose has worked his way into the flank as well. So right now TLR distracted, and they've granted free admission here to Masters of Sausage. They just walk into choke totally uncontested. TLR know they've made a little bit of a mistake here. They're trying to back out, but they're regrouping because War is in deep. But he's managed to put a frag onto Zebo. It might be worth going for here, but they're facing up against an Uber charge. They do still have control of the points, so they are getting those faster spawns. And wow, Masters of Sausage managed to lose 3 despite having Uber with the lash with a clanger there. Rib's going to jump in and try and go for some damage limitation, but he's sold his medic down the river. The lash is trying to go huge here against RP. He's calling for backup. He's giving him the jukes. The pistol comes out. He manages to get him right there, and his teammates are just all sitting there around the dead body of their medic. It's heartbreaking stuff, man.
Yeah, apparently RP ran out of ammo twice during that fight. I guess that's his excuse for failing to kill the last. I don't think he was actually out of ammo though. I think he's just making bad excuses at this point. But there's 2 people fighting Josh in sewers, or in PC rather, and they take him down. They combine, and now it's 3 against 4, and Serotonin is down. Actually, there's only 5 players on the last resort. Who dropped? Is it, Why can't I figure out who dropped? Yep. Oh, AMS dropped. Well, Massive Sausage will not sit back. They're gonna use this.
Oh,
and just push in and take
cheeky
mid.
sticky trap there from Kiedis up top, man, just to kill off Silentes. And already, actually, Buttnose has worked his way into PC. He showed himself though, so now they're gonna have to regroup a little bit. The missing player, Ams, is back on the field. So with Silentes being down, it's kind of 5-on-5 here. What War's about to peek from the roller door. War on Sniper. Oh, he misses the shot onto Thalash, and now he's gonna get rushed down by Zebasai. But oh, he's called his boys. We're gonna get that pick onto Zebo.
Yeah, like you just kind of let Massive Sausage walk in there, and Rip got that really good position where he could just perfectly spam the rollout. So there's just no way. If you walk out there, you get doubled. But actually, TLR are pushing out here, and looks like Thalash is just not anywhere close. Doesn't even want to contest with an Uber. But as I say that, they actually come in, and wow, a massive air shot onto AMS. I don't know who hit that, but doesn't matter because 2 kills go into the favor of TLR. And now things are looking really dicey for Massive Sausage.
They've gone for the counter Uber here, despite being 2 men, and they really committed. They are totally out of their depth here, man. It's so overcommitted. It's going to be a complete wipe. Zebo and Buttnose just come back on the field, and they're trying to contest from middle. They did get that forward spawn. Zebo's gone up top.
Actually, Buttnose is hiding a sniper in spawn.
Oh,
he's looking at the medic,
destroys
he's been called.
Buttnose is being stickied off a little bit here. Kiedis is just going to ignore him. In fact, Hair P goes and kills off Zebo after he wrecked Amps. But Masters of Sausage are just going to run in here. Wow, Buttnose. Warrior, yeah, had his number. He was just waiting for him to open that door, and sniper versus sniper action there. And it's looking kind of shaky right now for Masters of Sausage. They are continuing to lose points and lose players.
Yeah, can we see the first point for TLR finally? Like they have full Uber advantage. Like they have full Uber advantage, and War's just smoking hot right now. Just getting killed left, right, and center. Takes down Sebasai. You know, arguably one of the carries. And they're pushing into last now with the full Uber. And here it comes. They spot this heavy, but he's in spawn, so he can just switch whenever he... There we go. And this push so far is not looking that good.
Oh, he's almost into the last there. Am's kind of choked there on that push. Like his initial rockets in the Uber were a little wild. He wasn't sure who to go for. He didn't do the damage I was expecting from him. And they've given Masters of Sausage a real breather here. Kiedis is committed to the point. They're trying to grab it. He was hoping perhaps that his scouts would help him out, but they're all dead. Serotonin had to back out to choke here. They've just about regrouped, but they're facing against a fully Ubered Thalash here. They're just going to stack the point though. They could commit for frags. I mean, Serotonin and Amps are super close. If they just wanted to go for it, they could have found it.
This would be a decent Uber if they just pop in and get like 3 picks. Then they force TLR to retreat.
There's going to be a sniper on the field. It's Warhuria. He's playing all the way from choke though, and he's not going to see the fact that they're coming from PC, but the pre-fire rollers there are going to be enough to force out the spam by the Uber. But a flash for everyone, actually, as the Masters of Sausage just go for the full team Uber. They're sending everyone forward
jumps
here.
in aggressively. Wow.
Sebasai goes and gets the... But that's a complete wipe. That's how you do it. You just go for it, man. W mouse one.
Super aggressive. TLR just can't get that point. And Serotonin died at 98% Uber. That feels sad.
Oh, and the pickup from Thalash. He's going to take that
so they're
charge.
actually doing it. Okay, they just missed a bunch of opportunities so far, I guess.
This is the easiest push of their life. They're going to take that free Uber charge, roll straight in here onto Thalash.
Escape plan. You couldn't do that before. That's new stuff.
Oh yeah, that is a nice addition actually. It's basically in terms of building, etc. I'm just so out of touch. I need to play more of this gunmetal update. But that is finally the first round. There are still 12 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock as we go to the second middle here. It is Masters of Sausage taking the lead yet again. And this will be 6 rounds without answer from TLR across the 2 maps so far. And on this first mid, it's Rib who goes down early. Buttnose is going to join him, and things are looking good for the Last Resort, and they're just going to leave one player to cap. They're pushing forward here. They hesitate a little bit. Amps is already in. He has to jump out. He's looking for heals here. Rising's coming in from below.
Jumps in aggressively, but actually gets counter-jumped by the soldier. And that's going to allow Thalas to get out safely. So he's back on last. So it was a really bad mid. For Masters of Sausage, they just all got forced into choke by the Last Resort. But they got the last out alive. So they should be able to hold last pretty well. Without too much hassle. Let's see how TLR go about this. If they just want to do a suicide or just push in and this exchange.
Cadis is setting up the trap here. He's got his stickies lowered. He's sent in Rising.
Oh, they're going for the
suicide,
and it works.
They get the force. Beautiful, beautiful play there. Cadis is hoping they push bottom left on his perspective, but he just jumps away. In fact, just as they were about to, could have got the big 2k there. But now he and his teammates are looking to regroup. They're 2 players down though. They play forward. Oh, Cadis on 2 health, saves himself with a pipe, but almost kills himself at the same time. He knows he's too weak. He's not going to stay forward in that fight. He runs back for the med pack. But meanwhile, TLR have just about defended Spire, and they know they have a window of about 20 seconds in which they can push here before Masters of Sausage are actually going to get their charge up. So they could roll a dice, and it seems like they want to take a gamble on the Rising Spy. Yeah,
Spy cam here. Where is he at this point? Oh, he's actually rolling into rollout. He's okay. He didn't even cloak. He just walked in and hoped they'd buy the disguise. That didn't work. Alright. Oh, apparently he unbound his right click so he couldn't cloak. That's some Prem level spy right there. Rising is actually known for being a pretty good spy. So, this is what you have to look forward to, kids.
Buttnose, Shrek and Nerds kills both the TLR scouts. And a nice ubered push there from Masters of Sausage. They knew they had advantage and they committed hard off that. But now we see Salenti's going in. Solo gets the man pick. Serotonin serves into the wall, but Salenti's with the direct anyway. We got Warrior hiding lower PC, but the timing was slightly off there. Rising was already in. If they combined, they might have been able to get that med pick, but right now,
I think they're
a lot of
hunting
momentum.
for his medigun. Like, they're just pushing in really aggressively and they're looking for the medigun. They see it on the floor here. Do we get a pickup? We do get a pickup, so that's a full Uber. Yoink! It's so punishing to die. Like, you just, if there's any chance you can die, you just need to, like, pull out your crossbow or something, so you don't give them Uber. It's not that big a deal right now, I don't think, because they had quite a lot of Uber, and Serotonin is already on 50%. But it looks like they just want to take this Uber. They use it straight away, but Serotonin is sort of out safely in drop down. And so unless Salentis does some sort of magic here, they're just gonna get second, and that'll be that.
Yeah, that's the double bonus you get from killing a medic now. That says Force Lot leaks to ban it. It was banned at I-55, and right now they're gonna claim another pretty straightforward round off the back of it. That was 2 last pushes back to back there that came off of a dropped medigun. Sure, they might have won anyway, but definitely expedited things, Peter.
Yeah, and I don't know, it just seems like they're using the rules that are available to them better. You know, like, you have to play against the rules. And actually, Josh takes down Cadis straight away, jumps in super fast. Huge play. And TLR is just getting forced out through the choke at this point. And that's an easy mid, so just Josh winning that mid for them with that quick bomb onto Cadis. There's actually a scout running behind, just distracting. This is probably going to cost TLR to run all the way back to last. Actually, wow, Serotonin went down again to Sebasai, which means that they can Uber in and then pick up the medigun and have like 80% Uber. So let's see if they do that. They've been really good at abusing this unlock, or picking up medigun.
Oh, Herpes trying to get onto Thalash. Thalash catches a pipe, but just at the exact moment he Ubers, and his teammates are stacking the points. Thalash goes down, so there's no option for the medigun pickup, but it doesn't even matter, as the floodgates have opened here and Masters of Sausage have picked up another quick round. 7 minutes and 25 seconds left on the clock as we go to our 4th middle here. It's looking grim for the Last Resort right now here.
Yeah, they really need to figure out, I don't know, like, the mid before this. Oh, and Joss is in really, really fast again. He's jumping behind. So that's just a distraction play. I love these. But So he's coming from behind very, very soon. He's actually getting shut down completely
Oh,
by
brutal.
both scouts.
Both scouts all over him. That was hard to watch.
Just getting completely shut down. They were onto him.
You hear that feeling, you know, when you just jumped at the soldier and you know you're about to die to two scouts. It's like, oh dear.
Yeah, it's a bad feeling. It's like jumping a heavy or two scouts. you just know, like, oh, I can't do anything here. This feels bad. I regret my decision.
Feels bad, man. Type feels bad, man, in chat if you feel bad for Josh.
And we have an Uber come in, and this should be an Uber for Thalassia too. So he's able to defend this just fine. They only just captured, they can't even put time on the point. And AMS is about to go down, he's completely overextended. And Serotonin goes down to Sebasai as well. So, a very, very, very bad push. And Master also is going to be looking to push out. Cadus goes down as well. And wow, just picks left, right, and center.
RP's on last though! RP's going,
oh my God.
no one's looking, he's got time on the point. Oh, 3 come back quickly. Ah, so close.
Almost. So close to getting their first round. But man, they're really struggling. Just every push they just seem to get outclassed. And it's just... I don't even know if it's DM or...
Oh, Rising is gonna... No, sorry, it's Josh in fact. I thought he was gonna chase after Serotonin, but he just jumps onto the high ground because his team have lost 3. Flash runs out from PC and manages to run back into the door on 8 health. He can't make it to the med pack though, his corpse almost picked it up. But now it's just Rib and Zebasai playing super defensive here. Rib with the sticky trap that was going to kill off Cadus. And they might be happy enough with that. Are they just going to retreat here? Zebasai is taking a peek. They're grabbing that intel. But with still no heals up. TLR could go now. They could go find more frags. Spotnose is going to win a one-on-one with Warhurrier though. But still such a huge Uber advantage that they're going to have to resort to Josh on NG.
Yeah.
So Lindy's gone down though.
Yeah, I sort of, I'm not too sure I like actually going, have your Roma go NG. It's really helpful to have someone spam the entrances. Right, but actually it doesn't even matter. The teal are just gonna Uber straight in, not even care about sticky traps or anything. They just play it safe. Oh yeah, actually doing quite a lot of work. And Sebasai takes down someone, and actually this is looking pretty difficult. War is still doing a lot of work, and Cadus comes in, gets 2 sticky kills, only 1 remaining, 11 HP. So this actually gets the scout kill, but that's the first round for TLR. So if anything's ever gonna sort of turn around, this would be the time. They just need to roll from now on and just keep building that momentum.
This is, you know, the turning point here for the last resort. Rib is being kind of shut out in middle by Cadus. Nice long range, he lands at his feet. And the Swedish demo man needs urgent medical attention, so his teammates have no real heals here as they go forward. But wow, they're finding the frags anyway. It suddenly turns into a 3-on-3 here with Cadus getting 2 in quick succession. He and War are doing their best to just shepherd Serotonin back a little bit. They're trying to bait these scouts into over-aggressing, but War can't seem to find the frags here. He's just going for pistol clip after pistol. The scattergun! Use the scattergun! His medic's died, he's claimed the 2 frags anyway. He's probably thinking, I did a good job there. You let your medic die, you fucking idiot.
But here comes another soldier. That should be another easy kill. Unless he jumps out, which he does. But yeah, that was just like a complete clown fest. Just like people trying to melee each other, sticking with the pistol. That was weird. As Master Saucers are contesting middle here really aggressively. But actually, Thalas gonna pay with his life for that. So, not sure that was such a good decision. Very, very aggressive. And now there's only 3 people up for Masters of Sausage. And we should see a push coming in very, very soon from TLR. Spearheaded by AMS.
It's worked out well here. Warhurrier and the Mastermind. What do I know? But now the recap is coming in on middle. And Rib is down right now, so you know, if
yeah, that
TLR
backhand
wants to
completely
push.
stalled. Wow. The backhand completely pulled everybody back, and that easy second push just got stalled out, and now it's not possible. They do still have an Uber advantage though, but they're still 20% off. Is the scout still behind? I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah, but no, is in the red sewer right now. Rising has gone down there on the flank, or a choke actually. That's Celenti's getting the pick. Now comes the Uber push. Is Oh wow, Amps is in really deep, but Salenti's absolutely crushes him there. And Blue Spire, the combo.
And Botnos even wins the 1v1 behind lines against
But
the
how
Scouts.
he kills off the lash, that's the only saving grace of this push here. And it's all on the respawning Rising. He's just like, what the hell, guys? He's going to try and jump back. He's managed to survive, he's in PC. And Salenti's knows where he is, so he's been called out there. Rising is trapped. Playing here is big fan of Happy. But Happy Cool would not be a fan of that play. Amps is out now. Amps is running back. They're dancing around. There's 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock here. Masters of Sausage already had won the first map. And they look almost certain to take this, the second map, Peter.
Yeah, if they make a comeback, that would be unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Oh, TLR know the writing's on the wall. The sketchy place, they're just throwing their lives away here, man. Maybe that's just a microcosm of gaming in itself. Oh.
Maybe. That's too deep for me. Ward tries to block last here. Actually does a pretty good job. Kills the medic. Should get this demo as well.
Vaccinator action here from Serotonis. I think it's breaking our HUD right now, but
yeah,
the last resort.
I'm on PV HUD, and it will break that HUD and every HUD. Just this vaccinator thing. They actually updated it in an update. Valve did, where they made it more compatible with HUDs, but it's still bad. Because
I recommend
it can't count percentages.
Noto HUD. Great use. Oh, Vaccinator dropped my friend. Yes, 2 drops, I think that counts as well on the logs. Or no, they changed that. It's only a 0.5 of a drop.
It doesn't count for 2. I played a lot of Vaccinator and played Fantasy League, so I know this stuff. It doesn't count for double.
But knows us. He's coming in behind. He's the juicy back of Warhurria. He's going to plant that knife deep. And he's ran into it. Oh,
even gets
with Lestrange. Lestrange. And that's going to be it. The madness is over. The dead time has expired. And that will be 3-1 Masters of Sausage. So they take the series 2-0. They're going to lift that $75. And the last resort will have to console themselves with a measly 25. It's been a tough night for them, Peter.
Yeah, they got 1 round. That's rough. And they got it, was it the last round in the game that they got? So it was like, I don't know, 9 rounds in a row or 8 rounds in a row for Masters of Sausage. So just, that can't feel good. And especially because you'd think that the caliber of players on TLR maybe is a bit higher, or at least there's more proven players on that team.
Absolutely, and more actual teammates. I mean, Masters of Sausage are a mixed team, so to all the people who say, I don't want to come here and get smashed by the Prem Elite, that's not what happened tonight. Butnos
Nope.
is he's not even Prem, mate. He's Div 1. And he managed to win. That could be you too. Live the dream. Sorry, not Div 1. Hide here.
Yeah.
Are we encouraging the sign-ups?
What? If you look at the logs, you can see what I would call a Sebasai carry, like top damaging a scout, getting 373 DPM, 34 kills, 24 deaths, 19 assists, like even out damaging Silentus, who had a very good game. Right, so
I think
the nerd rate carry.
This just adds even more weight to Zebasai's claim for the MVP of I-55. Sure, this might not be I-55, but if you haven't voted yet, head on over to the poll on scrap.tf. I just put the link in chat, and you want to vote for Zebasai. Don't think about it, just listen to the sound of my potato voice, click on Zebasai, and hit vote. Nobody wants Banny to win. Not even Banny wants Banny to win. Zebasai currently in the lead by 15 votes. Vote Zebasai.
How is Mike doing? Is he winning anything?
Your boy Mike.
I still have hope.
He's got 23.
23.
It's not often, that Mike is in a poll where he gets so few votes, but he is he's struggling right now.
It's weird to me because Mike was so clearly the best player of this land for me. Like,
really?
every single game, he just carried Reason. He top damage almost every single time on Roamer. And he just constantly won 1v1s on the flank and made everything happen for Reason. He was like the reason they did well. So, I don't understand, man. Like, he was so obviously the best player.
Let's take a look at the logs, I guess, since totally forgot about it in the semi-finals. We'll make maximum use of it here. Again, as you say, Zebasai doing the big work. But who do we want to blame for TLR's underperformance? Again.
I'd say Rising, right? I don't think Rising did... on the second map, it was kind of fine. You know, Thalas did die 15 times, which was as many times as Serotonin. So it was just the Uber pushes that worked better, I guess. But, I don't know, overall, just Thalas never died on the first map. And the Roamer's job is to, you know, get some picks sometimes at least. And it apparently only happened once. So I guess I'll throw Rising under the bus. He's sort of rusty. He had a lot of ineffectual bombs. So, and War was also pretty plus 40. Not really thinking too hard, I think. I think he was just having fun and playing Scout. I don't know if you have anyone else you want to blame.
I am going to blame... I'm happy with your finger pointing there. Great job, man. Salenti's put up solid numbers again. 354 DM, but 0 air shots. So he is automatically excluded from any MVP calculations here. I think it has to be Zebasai.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shrekking these kids. That's going to be it then, I guess, for this. The Game Grids Frag Fest EU number 11 here on the Razor Zone Arena. I would encourage everyone to sign up for these cups. If you haven't gotten involved yet, please do so. They're happening every Wednesday and Sunday, and anyone can enter for their chance to win $100 US. And if that doesn't interest you, or if you'd like, you know, you think that the level is too high, then Buttnose has got you covered, because this Sunday there is going to be the TF2 Pickup Open Rumble. Is that what it's called? I believe so. And that is going to be exclusively for open tier teams. So it'll be, you know, you won't get shreked so hard by these Prem teams. It's going to be 16 slots. There's already 7 of those taken. Head on over to arena.razorzone.com and get involved. There's going to be items up for grabs there, some nice items from Viethoofd and Ari, I believe. I don't know the full details, but you can check out the news post. If you can dig under all the... I actually must bump that up to the top. Under all the I-55 news. There'll be an event coming up tonight, but I'm sure we're going to be casting that one. I think me and Sideshow are going to do it. And then straight after that, we'll probably have the final of Fragfest number 12. So it'll just be like a complete Sunday of TF2 action, catering for all the skill brackets here in 6v6 at least.
Yeah, so we all know what to do. Spend that Sunday on, just with all your hangovers, woes. You can just play some TF2. Should be good.
Off in the future, you know, just get out your little calendar there, guys. The weekend after that, Deutschland. The weekend after that, Tip of the Hats. And sometime around that then is going to be the start of ETFL Season 22. This is, you know, we're riding the crest of a wave here off of the back of I-55. Keep supporting TF2. Keep playing the game. I think that could be just something that everyone can do. Go and play some competitive TF2. Head over to tf2pickup.net, tf2center.com, or even the Pug Me, if you're part of the Circle Jerk. But Beater, thanks for casting with me today.
Yeah, thank you for casting with me today. I had fun.
And shout out to John, who came and streamed for us. Even though he didn't really want to, he was the only guy available, and he stood up and answered the call. So please, a round of hearts in Twitch chat for our boy, Blackout Gaming's TV, John. Keep an eye on teamfortress.tv for all the upcoming schedule. Just remember, every Wednesday and Sunday it's going to be Gaming Grid Frag Fests. Play in them or watch them, I don't care. That's going to be it. Peace out.